and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. But for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. If you're looking for daily short tarot readings, I post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Facebook. If you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what you need to know today. What do you need to know today? We have the Lovers, 3 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the Moon. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Pentacles here. Okay. I'm immediately picking up that there's some sort of information that's going to be coming in that's been hidden from you in regards to relationships or choices about relationships. And this is interesting because I'm seeing this as being information that's very pivotal because it's information that has kind of built the foundation of certain beliefs you have about relationships, about yourself. And it's going to broaden your horizons and it's going to give you a different perspective is what I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing that there may be somewhere that you are maybe giving in a way that you're not realizing you're over giving still, or there may be still some sort of area of your life where energy is being taken from you in terms of connections to relationships that you're unaware of. So let's get a few more cards to find out what this is about. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have 3 8s on the table now. So this is definitely an 888 message. You may want to look at that angel number. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. Wow. And we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. There's something here about teamwork that is off. Like the energy is off. It's not coming as a completely clear message to me. And that could be because I'm still not 100%. But what I'm kind of getting here is that there are situations in relationships that have disappointed you, that you've had to walk away from, that you've overgiven to, that have been disappointments and been illusions. And this could be because you stayed longer than you were meant to stay, and you're having to learn when to cut your energy off from certain situations. But I'm also hearing that there's some sort of illusion where it comes to teamwork. There's some sort of misunderstanding in regards to that. So you need to take a look at the way that you see teamwork in a relationship. And I use this example in another reading. But for example, if you are the type of person who values communication, and so you're immediately the type of person that when you're faced with a problem, you want to communicate to work it out because you value communication. But when you're met with somebody or a problem that can't be solved without the effort of another person, and they don't value communication, and they don't value trying to solve the problem, then you're just overgiving to a situation where you can communicate all you want. But if you're communicating with somebody who is determined to misunderstand you and determined just to argue with you and determined not to solve anything, then really you're just giving a lot of your energy to problem solving and in a teamwork situation that's not actually going to go anywhere. And so I'm seeing here, that's not the example here, like in terms of that's not what's actually happening. One, because that reading was already done. And actually, if for those of you who are, who didn't see that reading, you may want to watch it because that may give you additional messages. For those of you who have already seen that reading, this is something else for you. This is some other aspect of the way you view problem solving and teamwork that is an illusion. And I'm hearing that this may come from your most recent previous relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be though, but I feel like that may be very pivotal for you. For others, it may be somewhere that you're not expecting, like a relationship with your mother or your father or something like that. But since there's a lot of love-related cards on the table, I'm going to say that for the majority of you, it's going to come as a revelation from some kind of past romantic connection that was more recent in your life. So let's get a couple more cards here. Just some final guidance. I just heard you need to work on taking back your power and your energy. So you may want to work on some affirmations in regards to that. Oh, I just heard cord cutting. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what energetic cord cutting is, so energetic cord cutting is, well, let's first start with what the energetic cords are. So when you build relationships with people, you end up creating these spiritual connections to them, these energetic connections. And sometimes when you are in really strong emotional connections with somebody, even when you leave each other's company, that energetic connection is still there. And so what happens is, especially this happens with twin flames a lot. Twin flames will sometimes steal each other's energy without realizing it. And it's because you have such a strong connection. So you have to be protective of that, because what happens is in those energetic connections, certain energies keep getting pulled back away from you. And one, it can cause you to be tired and drained. But two, it can cause you to sometimes have feelings that are not your own. So for those of you who are empaths, this is particularly important, because when you have old energetic cords connected to negative relationships and you haven't energetically cleansed that, it can end up stealing a lot of your energy or putting negative energies or negative mindsets into your life unintentionally, because you are, you have that gift of being able to understand those connections on a deeper level. But you need to cleanse those energetic cords. So for those of you who don't know how to do energetic cord cutting, it is something I'm going to be offering here soon. But look it up. There's ways that you can do it yourself, through meditation, through spiritual baths, through energetic cleanses, and through healing. And so there may also be previous energetic cords that are still connected to certain connections that you need to work on cleansing, because that's part of what's holding back your energy from moving forward. So sorry, that was a very specific message. That may not resonate with all of you, but for those of you who feel like certain things, even though it feels like this person's out of your life and you're like done with them, there may still be this feeling like they might come back, or this feeling like there's something like not completely done somehow, even though it feels like everything's done. If that's the case, it's usually because you have forgotten to energetically cleanse that cord or cut it entirely. And you need to understand that when you energetically cut a cord from somebody, you cut a lot of that connection. And it doesn't mean that you can't rebuild it, but you need to make sure that you do it correctly so that you don't end up emotionally harming yourself or the other person, okay? So do make sure that if you're looking up how to do energetic cord cutting yourself, make sure that it's done in a way through healing of both parties, and the energetic cord is sent back to you and to that person in a healed state so that it doesn't cause issues in either of your lives, okay? So that's an important thing to say. And it doesn't mean that you can't reform another connection that's more healthy. You're just, essentially when you're cutting energetic cords, you ask your guides to help you with it, and it's meant to cut the negative energies that are still tied, okay? Not the positive ones, just the negative ones, if it's done correctly, okay? I felt like I needed to say that, but anyway, let's get a couple more cards here. And actually, that may be what the tie, there was another reading I did, I think it was yesterday, that was talking about relationship knots. That may actually be, for those of you who were asking about it or still thinking on it, that may actually be what it is that you have energetic cords that are still attached to negative people or negative situations, negative emotional ties. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, we have the High Priestess, and we have the World. Interesting. So what's interesting about the High Priestess is that the High Priestess usually refers to intuition, but sometimes it refers to somebody who feels like they're stuck in the middle, who's like a messenger of a situation. And the Two of Swords, and notice how we have the moon literally in these two cards as well as the actual moon here. So there's definitely some information regarding a decision. Could also be a decision of walking away from something or decisions that led up to it. I'm not getting a clear message on that either. I'm going to ask what this decision's about, see if I can get any clarity. Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Huh, okay. Yeah, something's holding you back. Because the Five of Swords is about looking backwards to the past, and the Knight of Swords is about moving forward and building a steady foundation and moving forward in a steady way for your future. So something's holding you back from this previous relationship here, and it could be these energetic cords you need to cut. But it's important because you're meant to be starting a new cycle. You're meant to be going into a different chapter of your life. But the reason why you may be feeling stuck at this time, or like things are kind of not moving, or maybe you're a little confused, or you've been feeling a little like off your game, is because you're being asked to take a look at the situation because there's still something that needs healed so that you don't repeat the cycle and you step into the new one that you're meant to step into here. So take a look at this, take a look at energetic cord cutting, release that which needs to be released, but take a look at your teamwork, your problem solving, because all of this has to do with decisions that are being made. And so there's some sort of decision in regards to problem solving or teamwork that seems to be the root of this issue, the root of this thing that's holding you back. So take some time in the next couple days to really think on that and what it could be, Because when you start asking these questions, your guides will often give you the answers. So I'm going to leave the reading here because I don't think I'm going to get any other clearer messages on this. But listen to your intuition, listen to your higher self. Take time to reflect. And if you figure out what it is, I'd be very interested to hear about it in the comments below. Your affirmation for this reading. I'm trying to think of what I think it should be for you. I am reevaluating my problem solving and decision making when it comes to relationships. That will help prompt you on this journey of self-discovery here. Because I feel like whatever this is very important. And the reason the universe is being so adamant about this in particular, not only is because we're in Aquarius season still and we're under Aquarius energy, which is asking us to take a look at our relationships right now, but it's also because whatever this is some major breakthrough that you need to have in order to move forward in a positive way. And could have to do with feminine energies, with emotions about problem solving or decisions in relationships, because the moon is feminine energy. Could also be that some of these things will be revealed with the cycles of the moon. So could be the next like major moon phase that these breakthroughs are going to become clear to you as well. And it could be that there's some sort of communication coming in as well, because we do have the 8 of Wands on the table here. So don't forget to like this video if you claim it. Don't forget to put your affirmation in the comments below. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.